Morning. It's just Chloe here from The Movement. I'm just taking you through your Pilates this morning. We're just going to give it a couple of minutes and just see if anyone else likes to join in. We'll get started. Great. So it's just going to be I'd say 25 to half an hour class. We'll get set up for the day. All you're going to need is a mat. Again, if you don't have a mat, that's absolutely fine. Just find somewhere nice and comfortable in the house, and maybe just some water as well. That's it. Just one mat. Okay, so we'll just get started there. Brilliant. Great, so we're just going to start off lying on the mat in our supine position. Okay, so our feet flat on the floor, legs parallel, hands down by our sides, our head rested nicely on the mat, our shoulders and rib cage. Brilliant. And we're just going to take a few deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Brilliant. Close your eyes here if you feel comfortable. Just relax your shoulders. Brilliant. And now just paying a bit more attention to our breath. We're going to inhale laterally, okay? So we're going to bring all that air to the outside of our lungs and to the back of our lungs, okay? So like a balloon expanding here in our rib cage. So bringing that air in. And as we exhale, we're going to draw our belly button back towards our spine. So we exhale from the bottom up. We're zipping up through the pelvic floor and we're engaging all the core muscles. Okay, so inhale wide and deep. And as you exhale, draw the belly button back further towards the spine. Do a few more of these breaths. Drawing that belly button back. And just feel that feedback from the floor to bring that air wide to the outside of our lungs. Brilliant. So now we're just going to do a little exercise just to activate our pelvic floor. Okay, so I want you to imagine that there's a string going from your pubic bone back towards your tailbone. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to pinch our tailbone forward and we're going to pull our pubic bone back as if the 2 points were to meet in the middle. Okay, brilliant. So as you feel that connection, now as you inhale, release, And again, as you exhale, regain that connection as you pull those two tailbone together and your pubic bone back to meet it. Brilliant. So you're shortening that line. You just do a few more of these. Work with your breath here. Inhale as you release and exhale, draw the two together. Great. So now we just go a step further and just imagine as you regain that connection with your pelvic floor that you're pulling your two sit bones in towards each other. Keep working with your breath. As you exhale, you're drawing that belly button back towards the spine. Brilliant. Great. So now we're just going to do some pelvic tilts to find our neutral pelvis, okay? So place your hands in a diamond shape like so. Just place your palms up on your belly button and place your fingers down towards your pubic bone. Okay? And we're just going to rock our pelvis back and forth. And just paying attention to what happens to our fingers. So as you tilt your pelvis forward, your fingers are coming up higher than your thumbs. And as you tilt your pelvis back, your thumbs are coming up higher than your fingers. We're just going to rock back and forth. Work between these two extremes. Try and get that full range of motion. And just keep an eye on what happens to your lower back as well as you tilt your pelvis back. You'll find that you have that big arch in your lower back, and as you tilt your pelvis forward, that gap in your lower back starts to close. So we're aiming here to find that point just in between these two extremes to find our neutral pelvis. So once you feel nice and stable, you should feel like you should just be able to fit just a great amount underneath your lower back. Your pelvis is strong, your core is engaged. And when we're ready, we're just going to lift our right leg up to tabletop position. So keeping this angle of the knee, keeping our core engaged, we're going to lower our foot towards the mat. And we're going to use our abdominals to bring our leg all the way back up. Brilliant. And again, lowering our foot down towards the floor and bringing it back up. Excellent. So keep that core engaged. Brilliant. We do 3 more on this leg. Brilliant. 2 and 1, and lower that foot down towards the mat. Lifting up our left leg up to tabletop position, and again keeping this nice angle of the knee. We're lowering that leg down towards the mat and lifting back up to tabletop position. And again, down and using our abdominals to pull that leg back up. So one side of your abs is working here more than the other to support that leg. Brilliant. We'll do 2 more reps in this leg. 1 and 2. Brilliant. So this time, keep this leg up in tabletop position. And now we're going to alternate between our 2 legs. Okay, so it's really important here to keep our pelvis stable to support our 2 legs as they move away from the body. Okay, so as we're bringing our left leg down towards the mat, we're going to raise our right leg up to tabletop position, keeping that angle of the knee. Brilliant. Keep that movement going simultaneously. We do 5 on each leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. So just bring your knees in towards your chest and just give your abs a little hook. Brilliant. Great. So from there, we're going to go into our pelvic brace. Okay, so just place your 2 hands behind your head, widen up your shoulders, and just bring your elbows up to eye view. Feet flat on the floor, parallel. And we're just going to slowly use our abdominals to peel our head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. We exhale out and lower back down to the mat. Brilliant. And again, peel it up, exhale out, and back down towards the mat. We'll do 10 more reps here. 10. Keep that pelvis stable. Keep that core engaged. And keep pulling that belly button back towards the mat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, so from there again, bring your knees in towards your chest. If you feel like you want to absolute stretch, brilliant. And this time, as we come up into our pelvic brace, we're going to twist to the side. So we're going to come back up as we peel our abdominals up to that brace position, and we're going to twist to the side, touching the floor with our elbow, coming back to center, and coming back down towards the mat. We're going to do 8 on each side. 7, 6, 5, don't forget your breath here, so inhale at the bottom, exhale to come up. 4, 3, 2, keep that supporting hip on the floor, and 1. Brilliant. And now we're just going to work on the other side. So again, reset yourself, find that neutral pelvis, lifting up to our brace position, twisting to the side, exhale out, and back down towards the mat. And again, we do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. So again, just bring those knees in towards your chest and give yourself a block. Brilliant. Great. So this time we're going to bring our 2 knees in towards our chest. And we're going to come back up into flexion, okay? So slowly use your abdominals to peel yourself up, your head, neck, and shoulders, keeping that space here in your abdominals. You don't want to strain your neck. So just imagine that you've got an aqua here underneath your chin. Okay, so from here we're going to extend out our left leg all the way out straight, pointing that toe strong way. So we're going to find the position of our hands here. So we're going to place our outside hand on our outside ankle and our left hand on our inside knee. And we're just going to alternate between our 2 legs. So this time we're going to allow our right leg to extend out, pointing that toe away as we grip our left leg. Excellent. And we keep that movement going simultaneously. Brilliant. We do 12 reps. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. And again, just tuck those knees in towards your chest. Great. So from here, we're just going to walk our feet a little bit closer in towards our glutes, and we're going to go into our shoulder bridge. So we're going to slowly, making sure that our feet are parallel facing forward, and we're just going to slowly peel our pelvis up, lift our pelvis up off the mat as we peel our back up into that shoulder brace. Great. Squeezing our glutes here at the top, keep them nice and strong, making sure our knees and our feet are facing forward. And we're going to slowly peel back down towards the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Brilliant. And again, take a big deep breath in at the bottom. As you exhale, we're going to roll up to our tall brace. Brilliant. Squeeze your glutes at the top and release back down towards the mat. Keeping that core engaged on the way down. It's a nice, slow, controlled movement. Brilliant. Peel all the way up. And just if you find your knees going out to the side, just hook them back to the center. Keep that control. Squeeze your glutes at the top and roll back down to the center. We'll do 2 more. And our last one, we're going to hold at the top, peel it up. Brilliant. Squeezing the glutes back down to center. Brilliant. And this time we're going to peel up and we're going to hold here at the top. Brilliant. So if you feel like you can, we're going to bring our 2 hands up overhead. If you feel like you need to bring your hands down to the mat for support, that's absolutely fine. Bring our 2 hands up. We're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, and from here, we're going to lift up our right leg up to tabletop position. And again, we're going to hold here for 15, 14, 13, 12. Keep squeezing that supporting leg, squeezing your glute. Brilliant. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Lower that leg down towards the mat. And when you're ready, take a big deep breath in, and we're going to lift up our left leg up to tabletop position. And again, we're going to hold for 15, 14, 13. Again, keep supporting that leg by squeezing that glute. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. So bringing that leg down towards the mat. And again, slowly peel yourself back down. That's brilliant. So we're just going to stretch our legs out in front, point your toes away, bring your hands out overhead, interlock your hands, and just give your abs a nice stretch. Hold here for 10, 9, keep pointing your toes away, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. And now, if you can, we're going to slowly peel ourselves up to a seated position. If you feel like you need to bring your knee in towards your chest to help you up, that's absolutely fine. Brilliant. Just going to turn this way so you can see me. Great, so we're just going to stretch out our sides here, okay? So sitting up nice and tall in cross-legged position. Equal pressure here on both sit bones. And just imagine there's a string drawing your head up towards the ceiling, okay? And from here, we're going to place our two hands down by our side. Take a big deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to lift our hand up and stretch across, leaning into that supporting elbow. Great. So just making sure not to lift our hip up off the ground. Both hips remain stable on the mat. And we're going to do the other side as we lift up and stretch across. Brilliant. And back to center. Great. So just remember to only stretch across as far as you feel like you can keep them two hips stable on the mat. Brilliant. And the other side. And across. Great. This is great for your flexibility. Great. We'll do 3 more on each side. Nice and tall, stretch across. 2 more. As low as you can with that elbow, brilliant. And last one on each side. Brilliant. Okay, so swinging our 2 legs out to the side. And we're just going to come down into our sides for our side leg series. So just sliding your arm out straight, resting our head on our arms. So just twist your arms so your palm is facing up and you're lying directly on your arm. Make sure it's not here in behind your head. Okay? So just bring your 2 knees out to the side and just, if you can, bring your 2 feet level with your sit bones. Brilliant. And we're going to make sure here that our hips are stacked on top of each other, our pelvis is stable, and that we've got a straight line running all the way down our posterior, okay? So from here, we're going to extend our top leg out, making sure that it's in line with our shoulders, no higher and no lower. Everything is nice and stable. Hips again are stacked, and there's a straight line running all the way down our posterior. So drawing that belly button back towards your spine. We're just going to hold here for another 10 seconds. 7, 6, just keep a nice relaxed breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. And without letting that leg drop, we're going to do 5 big circles. 5, 4, just watch that pelvis doesn't fall back as you bring that circle around. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to reverse the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. And again, without letting that leg fall, we're going to do 10 leg lifts. So bring it up nice and tall, down. Brilliant. To make this a little bit more difficult, if you want to just place your hand up, if you feel like you need support from the mat, just bring your hand out in front. 6, 5, 4, don't let that pelvis rock, keep nice and stable. 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. So just lowering that leg down. You can just give your leg a little rub. That's brilliant. You just take a second. Great. And when you're ready, again, lift that leg up so it's shoulder height. And this time we're going to drive our leg all the way forward by pointing our toe away, bringing it out in front, and then flexing our heel all the way back to center. Brilliant. Driving forward, flexing our heel back. Brilliant. We do 6 more. Only come back as far as you feel like you can keep that pelvis stable. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. So lowering that leg. Excellent. So now we're just going to turn over onto our other side. So I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. Brilliant. Again, sliding that arm out, turning your palm facing up. Brilliant. We're going to have 2 legs out to the side, making sure our feet are in line with our sit bones. Keeping that straight line running down our posterior. Brilliant. And again, keeping our hips stacked on top of each other, we're going to extend our top leg out. It's shoulder height, pointing that toe away. We're going to hold here for 20 seconds. Brilliant. Nice relaxed breath. Keep that pelvis nice and stable and keep drawing that belly button back towards your spine. Great. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And without letting that leg drop, we're going to do 5 circles. 5, 4, 3, again, watch that pelvis. 2, and 1, and we're going to reverse the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. And again, without lowering that leg, we're going to do 10 leg lifts. Nice and tall. Again, to challenge yourself, you can bring that hand up overhead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Brilliant. Lowering that leg down towards the ground. Give it a little rub. Taking a second. Brilliant. And again, as we reset, keeping our hips stacked, we're going to lift our leg up to shoulder level. And we're going to flex our foot away. We drive our foot forward and flex our heel all the way back. Brilliant. Keep that control as we drive that leg back. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Brilliant. Lowering that leg down towards the mat, and again give your leg a rub. Brilliant. Okay, so from here we're going to turn over onto our bellies. I'm just going to do some back extensions. Okay, so placing our 2 hands down by our side with our palms facing down. Head facing towards the mat, our toes planted on the mat. So from here, we're going to take a big deep breath in, and before we move up, we're just going to make sure that our back is stable. So like we did in our lying position, we want to close that arch in our back, okay? So we're going to tilt our pelvis forward, and we're going to almost draw our abs up so that you'll feel that your back is nice and stable and that arch in your lower back begins to close. So once you've found that position, we're just going to slowly peel our head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat and release back down. So inhaling at the bottom, exhale as we draw up, keeping those toes planted on the ground. Brilliant. Keep just focusing on the top of your mat and drawing up. Brilliant. We do 12 breaths here. 11. If you feel any pressure in your lower back, don't reduce your range of motion, okay? Don't come up as far. Make sure that your 2 hips are stable on the mat. 8, 7. And keep remembering, if you find that your lower back is encroaching into the mat again, reset yourself, lift up those abs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. From here, we're just going to sit back onto our heels, stretch out that back. Bring your head down towards the mat, reach your hands out in front, and just hold here for 10 seconds. Nice relaxed breath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. So coming on to our all fours, we're just going to do some pelvic tilts. Okay, we're going to stretch out our whole spine here, some cat's camels. So making sure our knees are directly in line with our hips, our hands are directly in line with our shoulders. And we're just going to imagine that we have a big heavy belly, okay, so as our belly button moves down towards the mat, lifting our head and chest through, stretching out the backs of our arms, remaining nice and tall. And as we take a big deep breath in, to prepare, and as we exhale, we're going to draw our tailbone underneath by tucking our pubic bone up towards our belly button, stretching out that spine as we round our spine up towards the ceiling. And as we inhale, release that tailbone away, we bring our head and our chest through, coming up nice and tall. And again, tuck that tailbone under, release, and release through. Excellent. We just do 4 more of these. Stretch it nice and tall, and releasing through. Brilliant. Nice and tall. Great. And just the last one. Brilliant. Just going to walk you further forward on the mat. I'm just going to drive my knees back slightly. Again, making sure that my hands are directly in line with my shoulders. My pelvis is lifted, keeping that connection through the core, and I'm lifting up through that pelvic floor. And here we're just going to go into our tricep push up. So just, if you've never done this before and you need to build up a bit of strength in your upper body, just come down a few centimeters as far as you can and push yourself back up. If you have a bit of upper body strength, we're going to come down all the way towards the mat and push ourselves back up. Brilliant. So just making sure that our elbows are going in line with our rib cage. Okay. So we're going to do 6 reps here. 6, 5, 4, keep the pelvis lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. I'm just going to come off those wrists as we sit back. And just give your wrist a little circle. Great. Great. So again, coming forward into our all 4 position, we're going to extend our right leg back, followed by our left leg. Again, making sure our hands are directly in line with our shoulders, and we're going to hold this tall plank position here. Brilliant. So keep that pelvis lifted. Excellent. So don't allow your pelvis to drop down, come up too high. Stay nice and controlled and keep drawing that belly button back towards the spine. Brilliant. So from here, we're just going to bring our right leg in towards our chest and release it back. And switching legs, we're going to draw our left leg in towards our chest and release it back. Brilliant. And again, keep alternating here between the 2 legs. Don't allow that pelvis to drop. Keep that core connection. Brilliant. Do 3 more on each leg. 3, 2, 1. Keep that nice relaxed breath. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. And from here, we're just going to walk ourselves all the way to the back of our mat. And we're going to come up to that nice standing position. Brilliant. So here, just shake out your legs. Roll out your wrists. If you can see me, we're just going to reach up nice and tall overhead. Stretch out, interlock your hands. Brilliant. Hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. And now just bringing our hands down by our side. And we're just going to slowly peel our head, followed by our neck and our shoulders, all the way down towards the floor. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Keep those legs straight. So stretch out the backs of our legs. And just allow your arms to hang. And just roll your shoulders. Great. Keep that movement going. Just nice, small rolls. And reverse the other way. Brilliant. And from here, we're just going to slowly start to peel ourselves all the way back up. Great. Come up to that nice, tall position. Brilliant. And that is your class. Well done. Really hope you enjoyed it. Nice, quick class to get you set up for the rest of the day. So thanks a million for joining in. And I'll see you again soon.